Okay, it looks like we're live.
Okay, how do
We
I?
will be momentarily.
It's offline, it's showing on screen here.
Yeah, we will be momentarily.
Okay, okay.
Well, welcome back, viewers and replay traffic to OK Bop Plays Dungeons and Dragons, the nerdiest thing you can possibly do. With your DM here, Dungeon Master Monkey, and OK Bop as what the fuck is your name? Again, Barbar Haley Bop.
Haley Bar.
As Barbar Haley Bop, right. Quick recap of what season 1. So far, you started off messing people at a bar, chased bandits off into the fog, manslaughtered one of them, and then chased the other one off into the fog, got lost, found yourself in, you now know is the town of Barovia, what you now know to be the town of Barovia, and found yourself in, for all intents and purposes, a haunted house.
Yes.
Formerly owned by the Durst family, notoriously known now, formerly at least, as the Death House. No longer known as the Death House, as you and your party have vanquished it completely, having sacrificed the one of the two bandits that you guys captured, which was pretty clever. When you came out of the house, you were presented with a note that was allegedly signed by Baron von Strahd, right? Strahd.
Yes.
And let's see, you read the note. He invited you to dinner, right? I don't think you've really acted on that yet. You went down. Let's pull out your party here, so I'll get those for you. You went down to the local inn.
Yes.
Right, it's called Blood on the Vine.
Yes.
As I recall, Blood on the Vine, which is right across the street from Bildrath's Emporium, which is the local mercantile. As you recall, they're very memorable because they have their theme song, "Buy it first at Bildrath's, or else you're gonna get robbed." And so you haven't visited Bildrath's yet, though. Let's see. Then you guys, so a banquet was thrown in your honor.
Yeah.
By what was that guy's name? Someone's name. You met someone.
Oh yeah.
There.
His name is Ismark.
Ismark. Right.
Also
good.
Lester.
Good. 10 XP for that.
Cool.
So for meeting Ismark and remembering, this is so from your last session, 10 XP for meeting and negotiating with Ismark. What did Ismark tell you? Relate to the audience what Ismark said.
He is trying to save his girlfriend, fiance, or some girl.
Oh, what was her name?
Arena.
Good. That's correct. Yeah, so he did allude to some dangers being experienced by Irina.
Yes.
Right. Although he didn't really specify exactly what that was. So you still have little information about that. Although I guess, are you saying that you had agreed to join his effort?
No, I never said I'm agree. I just say, hey, because I'm going to take a rest and hold my group take a rest too, and then we will meet.
Okay.
We will meet. I said I might help him, but we have to discuss.
Oh, okay. So you haven't really committed to it yet or anything like that. Yeah. Okay. And a quick recap: the rest of your party, comprised of NPCs, is Van Hammer. You're a trusty dwarf paladin, level 1 dwarf paladin ally.
Yeah.
A lawful good of the soldier background. Appears to be some historic relationship in the past between your family, the Haley Bops, and his clan, the Van Hammers.
Right.
That remains to be further explored. Another of your party, Zilang, is her name. She's actually a monk rogue of the Shantia school. She's actually a cameo from Storm King's Thunder, and a witch who occasionally shows up and helps you guys. White Raven. You haven't seen her since after dinner. So you retire.
But I seen her talking to an old lady.
Yeah, you did before.
Yes.
You observed her having a discussion with an old woman.
Right.
Also, you've noticed in the town, you notice that there are these sort of colorful types of people. I mean, they seem a little like bandits. Some people might refer to them as gypsies or something like that. I don't think that's a good phrase, but in any case, there are also some of those colorful people around. Also, you have a small elephant.
Oh yeah.
A tiny elephant. It's a
Right.
miniaturized elephant with a whole big backstory. That's another story for maybe you'll cover that another time. So after the banquet, Ismark leaves the inn. They close up and you retire to your rooms upstairs.
Yeah.
You counted your gold pieces and discovered that 10 of them had been stolen at some point.
Right.
I hope you made a note of that.
Yes.
And okay, good. So you retire to your rooms. Now you get one of the rooms that has a window overlooking the street, and the other people in your party take other rooms, right? So everybody's got their own room. Your elephant stays with you,
Yeah.
and you nod off to sleep. So all your spells are restored and all that kind of stuff, right? So
Right.
all your HP's back. I think you lost 3 HP the last time,
Oh,
or whatever. Yeah, so get that back. Van Hammer punched you because you tried to pull a drunk dwarf away from a plate full of food.
Yes.
So-
So I can get it back, right?
Yeah, so all your HP's back and everything. You're rested. However, after you've had a nice long rest already, sometime later, in the middle of the night, you wake up for some reason. You feel disturbed, and you look out the window. You peek out the window, and you see a ghostly, sort of glowing mass up towards, looking out your window,
Yeah.
up towards the hill
Yeah.
where the church is,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And you had already scoped out the town before in the previous episode, and noted that there's a big church here up on the hill.
Yeah.
And beyond it, a field that, now that you're closer and you've taken a closer look at it, you can see is the local graveyard.
Yeah.
So that's the local cemetery. You see a ghastly glowing, like a bluish glowing, that begins up on the hill in the cemetery. It looks like fog at first, but it's really, really dense fog. And slowly it begins to make its way down the street as you're watching out of your window. And as the fog begins to approach and you get a closer look at it, you see that it's not a fog. It's actually a large congregation of, well, they look like people, but you can see right through them. So for all intents and purposes, you would consider them ghosts.
Okay.
So it appears to
What
be.
they look like?
Yeah. So you take a closer look out the window, and there are, up in front, you see the ghosts. You assume these are ghosts. You see the ghosts of some dwarf fighters, and they look just like dwarves, except arms are down by their sides and they're dragging their hammers instead of holding them high, and but they have beards, they have armor. They look like heroes. They look a lot. Some of them even look a lot like your party. They look like the kind of people that you met back at the bar at Tommy Tonic's, like people outfitted for adventuring. These
How
are like
many?
about 100, and
Wow.
and the road just keeps going. They literally they march right past I'm going to use this right here. They march past the inn, and you watch them marching slowly past the window. And a few of them actually look up at you, like seem to notice your presence, or seem to notice your eyes and look up at you, and they just look like the ghosts of maybe other adventurers. And you begin to remember from your conversation with Ismark that he mentioned to you that many adventurers had come to this town, and he said that many people many other adventurers like you had died in the death house, right, in the Durst house, and said how exceptional it was that you guys had survived, right? And all of this is going through your head as you're watching, as you watch the ghosts. They make their way down the street and file out of town into the one of the roads leading out of town and off into the forest.
Where are they going? Why they go there?
Yeah, are these questions you ask to yourself?
I was wondering, so I might ask.
You're
one.
wondering out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, and your little elephant hears you talking, so he wakes up a little bit to see what's going on, but then he realizes you're talking to yourself, so he goes back to sleep.
Oh, okay. Good elephant. Go back to sleep. You don't understand anyway. But maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you're smart than I expect. So anyway, good morning, everyone.
Oh, so you go back to sleep?
No, I'm wake up and start wandering around.
Oh, it's like midnight then.
Oh, okay. Then I go back to sleep. Then.
Oh, okay. So
Wait, should I go back to sleep or should I follow them? Let me think. You know what? I'm going to go down there. No, forget it. I don't want to do that. Maybe I ask my tomorrow first. So I'm going back to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you go back to sleep.
Yeah.
All right. Time passes. Zip, zip, zip.
Yeah.
And you wake up in the morning. You and your party meet downstairs. Although, like, the inn itself is closed, you still find that out on the bar there's laid some very simple bread and butter and some cups of coffee, and so you guys sit down and you start gathering around the table, and White Raven shows up too, and Van Hammer says, "Hey, sorry, I think I got a little bit too much celebrating last night, and might have misbehaved myself a little bit." And he says, if I punched anybody, apologize to them for me. And White Raven actually sits down in the seat next to you, which is actually pretty unusual. And she says to you, she explains, I don't want to do her voice.
Okay.
This makes my throat hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so when White Raven says to you that from her conversation last night with her friend, the witch, a local witch, that she's met a local witch who might be able to help you guys get some information specifically about Auntie Slipskin.
Okay.
And she says, so here's what I've learned so far, okay? Auntie Slipskin knows that her plan to kill us in the death house has failed. And she knows that Strahd that she's not on his good side, right? But she's not working for Strahd. She's working for some power which hasn't been identified, but is maybe even stronger than Strahd, right? We don't know who's supporting her, who's backing her, right? But it's not Strahd, and she knows that her plan failed. Our agents have already visited her lair, and she's packed up and moved on.
Okay.
So she's moved.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out where she is first.
Yeah.
Before we can continue, before we can pursue her further. Right. So she said, so she continues, she says, so I'm going back to my coven, my witches' coven, my group of witches.
Okay.
And we're going to put together a plan and get our information to find out where she is.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm going back to my coven to find out where Auntie Slipskin has moved.
Okay.
Okay? And in the meantime, I'll leave you guys here, and if you need any witch type services, if you need anything that I would normally have provided to you, then contact this woman, and she gives you a bell. Here, you can have this.
Okay.
She gives you a small bell.
Yeah.
And you start to ring it, and she says, no, don't ring it,
Okay.
Unless you want to talk to Sally. She says, if you
Who
need.
is Sally?
Sally is a local witch. She is strange, I will tell you that. I'm not saying that she's safe, but she's local, and if you need the kinds of things that I usually provide you with, then she can probably help you.
Okay.
So any sort of magic stuff or witch type stuff,
Okay.
she would be the one to talk to. I mean, this is a dangerous town, and even though I'm not saying she's completely safe, she's probably the only one that you should deal with in matters like that.
Okay.
So you ring this bell, Sally will find you.
Okay, if I need help, I will ring this bell. It's another word.
Not help, but she'll find you and she will give you information, but she hasn't agreed to help.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she would fight for you.
What she look like?
She's the woman that you met last night with the bells and
Oh,
stuff
okay,
and the peppermint.
okay.
She smells like peppermint.
Okay, that her.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
got
that
you.
was her.
Okay.
Sally.
Sally.
Her name is
Okay.
Sally Greenteeth.
Green tea. Okay.
Green Teeth.
Okay. Got you.
Okay. And then she says, good luck. And she disappears.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, so it's like 9 o'clock because you woke up totally early. You're not supposed to meet, what's his name again? Ismark. You're not supposed to meet Ismark till afternoon.
Yeah.
So you've got like the morning to kill if you want.
Yeah. So why? Then I like to go back to sleep because my mission today is
Wait,
meeting
you can't go
Ismark.
back to sleep. Oh, okay. So they've already you're done renting your room.
Yeah.
You've already checked out. You've
Yeah.
checked out. You can't go back in the room. You checked
Okay,
out.
fine.
Unless you left some luggage in. You start walking up the stairs and somebody who works there says, "Did you leave something in your room?"
Oh no, you know what? That's okay.
Oh, because we've already with the cleaning room is the
Fine,
cleaning crew is in
I'm
there.
gonna check my friend bed. Maybe I can just squeeze in.
What?
With him. Maybe I can squeeze in with him. Like,
No,
hey.
they're all awake. They're all downstairs now.
Okay,
having-
fine. You know what? Hey, group. Good morning. Today we are going to waiting for this guy, Ismar, and figure out what are we going to do next. Elaine, do you have any plan?
Well, yeah, maybe we should check out the store across the street because it's been a while since we've had provisions, and I think you're out of
Oh.
arrows for one thing.
Good point.
Remember?
All right. Yeah.
I pointed that out because actually you bought like 20 arrows
Right.
about 3 months ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's go shopping. I like that.
Okay, good. So you're gonna head across the. Could you move your miniatures? I'm doing enough here.
Okay. So I will cross the. Whoops. Dun 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 dun. Here.
Yeah, not with the music.
Oh.
No music.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Music is
Dun
fine.
dun dun. So I walk across the street. All of my partner follow me. They are slow walker. That's fine. I'm just walk faster always. And then hey, what store is this? Look like they're selling a lot of weapon. They're selling a lot of magic stuff. What is this? Bottle of water or some smell shit?
Water?
Or, I don't know.
Not sure
Look
if they
like
sell-
liquor, some sort of liquor, and then some sort of I don't know. I smell something. Smell something. Something I'm not sure. What is it? So yeah,
Wait, you're like making up shit now.
that's what I.
Yeah.
What I see.
That's not what you smell. Actually, you go to the front door,
Yeah.
and there's a sign on the front door that says "Front door closed. Please go around back."
What?
Yeah,
Front
yeah,
door
that's what you
closed?
saw.
Then why they need a
Fucking
front
tell me
door?
what you see.
But why they need a front door? Is the front door is closed?
Never tell me what you see. Okay, so your party. What are you doing now?
Well, let's go back door. They don't ask.
Oh,
me.
so you're going around the.
Yeah.
You're going around the side to the back.
Yeah.
Good. So you go around the side to the back.
Like I have to go back.
Um,
Back door.
right. You go around the side to the back,
Yeah.
and you go around that side to the back.
Yeah.
And oops, no, wrong one. Oh, okay, good. And so who's in front?
I'm the first. I'm
You're
the
in front?
I'm the leader.
And
yeah.
who's in back?
Elaine and then Van, they walk together.
They were like one. It's actually the alleyway's only thick enough for one of you.
Okay.
One of the rows. So single file.
Yeah.
Who's in the back though?
On the back?
Yeah.
Elephant.
The elephant's in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So as you make your way into the alley, and it's a little bit dark and kind of musty back here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And a guy stands out in front of you with dark clothing, and he pulls a knife out of his pocket, and he says, "All right, you know the drill. Hand over what's valuable, and no one gets hurt." Another guy, dressed kind of like him, but his name is Ed instead. Another guy jumps in, slips in the alley behind you, closing off your escape. So that you've got one bandit in front of you and another bandit behind you, and they've blocked off your escape, and you guys are trapped in the alley. So roll for initiative. You they get a 19. Yeah. So roll your 20. Where's your dice? My God, you haven't had to use your dice in like weeks.
I know. 'Cause
I
I know
know.
how to fight. I'm a mental thinker.
Roll d20. What's your initiative?
Okay, this one, right? Oh, shit.
And you get to add your initiative. You know, if you have your initiative thing on there, I think you do.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I only have 8.
8?
Yeah,
Yeah, that sucks.
yeah.
So.
Right, fine.
So you don't go first.
Okay.
So the bandits go first. Okay. So wait, but you didn't. We haven't said anything actually. So he threatens you
Yeah.
with the knife. He says, "Hand over the." He says, "You know the deal. I'm robbing you."
Good luck. Shut up, bitch. I'm gonna use my spell.
Wait a minute, they're going first. Oh, okay, so you're not going to negotiate or anything.
No, I'm
yet.
not negotiating with this.
Oh, okay, so you're going to fight them.
Yes.
Okay, dun-dun-dun-dun. Wait, where's my encounter music? Well, anyways. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, so encounter music.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Well, he is going to, now that he sees you're not going to cooperate,
Yes.
he is going to stab at you with his, with his dagger. And
Okay.
what's your AC?
My AC.
He got a 20.
Oh my god.
I know, I told you, I fucking rolled good.
Impossible.
He got a 20. And he
Yeah, I see.
stabs you right in the frickin' neck. Because it's like you totally were not expecting it. He does 2d8 plus 2. Oh, you poor son of a bitch. He does 3 plus 2 plus 2, 7 points of damage to your neck. And blood starts pouring out of your neck. 2 points. You could just write it. Usually, what I do, I just keep track of your damage. Oh, you can do it that way if you want.
Yeah, no. Let me write it down. So
And then when your damage number gets up to your HP number, then you go, oh shit, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm 17.
When?
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Okay, the other bandit. And I'm gonna let you decide who moves in your party. I'm not gonna. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
It gets too noodly that way.
Right.
All right. So the other bandit, seeing that that this is the shit for real,
Yeah.
shit suddenly got real.
Yeah.
He strikes at at the tiny elephant. Unfortunately, he misses. The elephant's really hard to hit.
Okay.
Elephant just dodges right out of the way. Okay, your
My turn.
your turn. Yeah.
Okay,
So
now-
do me a favor. Pick an order for your party, and just handle them.
Okay.
I mean, I'll handle Z-Link because you don't know her shit.
Right. Okay. Ben, I want you stand behind me as far as possible, and then Elaine also stay away from me as far as possible.
Having a long ass conversation.
Because I'm going to use my spell, which is.
Where they can't move. You guys are blocked in this alleyway.
Okay, fine. I'm going to use my laughing spell.
Laughing spell?
Yeah.
You have a laughing. What do you have? Tashi's hideous laughter.
Yeah, laughter.
Oh, okay. You have Tasha's hideous laughter. Hold on. I need the book. Tasha's hideous laughter. Okay, so you're gonna cast it on where? On whom?
On the guy in front of me.
Oh, just on him?
Just on
Is that
him.
one guy or is it Eric? I think it's one person. Yeah.
Yeah, one guy.
Tasha's hideous laughter. I've never
Yes.
seen it actually in action. I've heard about it. Tasha's hideous laughter at 30 feet. Okay, you're close enough. It's one action, and you have all the shit. So you choose him, and he's going to find it hilariously funny, unless he throws a saving higher than your spell attack DC. Where's your character? Oh, or actually, it's on your it's on the screen. Let's just say spell attack DC. Or your character, yeah. This will do. Plus 4.
Plus
Okay,
4.
roll that plus 4. 16. Ah, shit. Well, he's not going to beat that.
20.
No, he doesn't beat it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he points at your neck where the blood is like spurting out,
Yeah.
and he just like falls over in
Yeah.
delirious fits of laughter. What this means is that he, if you want to attack him or someone else attacks him, he has disadvantage on everything and he can't attack right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, good.
And
You
then-
also can disengage or dash or what else do you hide?
Oh yeah, and then I am going to hide.
Hide?
Yeah.
Okay, you find, even though in this cramped quarters, you find a barrel to try and hide behind. Roll this.
Okay.
And add your stealth. Yeah, so I can find out
11.
if you...
11. What, stealth?
Huh? Yeah, that we'll find out whether or not... So you,
I don't have stealth.
yeah, it's on the page with the big page, so-called big page.
Okay.
That is his perception. Oh, got it.
What's my stealth?
Well, you crouch down, but don't worry about it. So
Okay.
you crouch down behind the barrel. And you
Yeah.
find a barrel, an old broken barrel, and it's all
Yeah.
like moldy and shit. And
Yeah.
it's a little disgusting to like crawl into it, basically, but you do.
Yeah.
And you crouch down behind it, and you feel pretty stealthy. You get the impression that you probably are pretty stealthy,
Yeah.
but you can't really be sure. And the bandit is still laughing his ass off and pointing, but he's no longer pointing at anything. He's just
Yeah.
like pointing.
Okay. And
It's Zeeling's turn. I'll move her because you don't know her
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But she has a sling, actually. She throws shit with a sling. Is
Okay.
her deal.
Okay.
So she slings a bullet, that's what they call it, at the one who's laughing, and totally hits him. Yeah. It's a the bullet is a 2d4, so it's a 2, a 1, 2, 3, plus 2, 3, 7. Does 7 points of damage. Not that you would know, but he does seem to feel it, and he's no longer laughing, by the way, is one of the things. So, so he's definitely not laughing. Now that he's been, so Zeeling, swings this thing around her head. It's like a strip of leather with strings attached to it.
Yeah.
Right, and it's about 5 feet long or something when fully extended. She swings it over her head, and she lets go at just the right moment, and a rock that she's picked up, flies, like right past you, although she doesn't really see you there, and knocks in and hits the laughing bandit in the face, and his nose starts bleeding, and he stopped laughing, so your spell is broken, basically.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah.
But you understand that you casting that spell gave her the opportunity to hit him.
Oh, I
Right,
see.
like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
He had disadvantage. There was no way you could.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then it's turn.
Yeah. Oh, Van Hammer's turn. Yeah, you're gonna run him now, right?
Yeah. So
Do you know what he has? He has a hammer. He just smash.
Yeah, a hammer, and then I'm going to. Oh, cause I asked Ben to fight with the guy behind him, so he used that.
Oh well, you didn't tell him that. Well, but you
just
do tell him that.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's say you did that before you hid.
Right.
All right, because otherwise this mysterious voice is calling out from the darkness, calls out Van Hammer. Here's you say, you say, defend the rear.
Yeah.
Is what you yell out, right?
Yeah.
Defend the rear.
Yeah.
Okay, and so Van Hammer's going to smash with his hammer. I'll show you how he
Okay.
rolls. Just roll a d20 for his attack. Oh, it's a 1.
1.
It's critical failure. We don't have nothing else to check.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So he swings at the guy and misses.
Okay.
Right? So further dice rolls are irrelevant if he gets a 1.
Okay.
Right? So he swings at him and misses. The little elephant, I think I gave you, here it is, his attack. Here's
Yeah.
his numbers right here, actually. He has a +4 to hit.
Yeah.
So he will try, the tiny elephant sneaks up behind, he gets to do a lot of things people don't get to do. He sneaks up behind the bandit because he's really tiny.
Yeah.
He gets some advantages, you know.
Yeah.
He rolls a d20.
Yeah.
If you're a d20, that's your party. So you should roll this, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a 9.
9.
And it's not enough to hit, even with his advantage. So we don't have to figure out what the damage is because he missed. Okay?
Okay.
But he's annoyed.
Okay.
The other bandit's annoyed. that two people are swinging at him, and even though they missed, they're annoyed. Okay, that's your party, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's the laughing bandit whose nose is now bleeding. However, he still lunges at Ziling. He can't see you, actually, because you were hidden. So he lunges at Ziling. He's no longer laughing, though. However, he rolls a 9, which even with his bonus is not even close enough to hit Ziling. So he totally swings, like he swings at her, and it's like one of those overpowered swings that you do when you're desperate or something. He's desperate because now he's bleeding,
Right.
and he's actually only got a few hit points left. So,
Okay.
so he's like exhausted and he misses, and it whiffs right past her beautiful blonde hair.
Yeah.
And the other bandit from behind is pissed because Van Hammer, he's not really noticing the elephant. It's way too small to even hit, and he swings and misses at Van Hammer. However, he's also going to try to get a better position and back off the alley to get on the other side of the elephant. So now he's got the elephant between him and Van Hammer. Okay, so they can move too.
Yeah.
You know, your turn.
Okay. Now since I'm hitting and I'm going to hit and what is that thing? Like fight with them, but I'm hidden.
Oh yeah, you're hidden. So a sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, with your with what?
With
You're really close, so I wouldn't recommend a bow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The rat killer.
A rat killer, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a rapier actually. It's a rapier.
Yeah.
And which you have affectionately named rat killer. Okay.
Yes.
So swing rat killer. That's a D20.
Right. Okay.
And I hope you know the damage numbers on it because they don't.
The damage number?
Yeah, it's right there. There it is.
1d8 plus 3. Right? Is that one?
Here. Yeah, just roll your D20.
18.
Rat killer.
18.
1d8 plus 3.
18.
Plus 5, okay. 1d8 plus 3, 18 plus 5, definitely like, so you swing at him with Rat Killer, and you get, what, 1d8 plus 3?
Yeah.
So roll this,
Yeah.
add 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, and I think, don't you get,
3.
you get double because of sneak attack, right?
4.
No, just, hold on. You just roll it once, and then add 3.
Oh, okay.
Right. Or, what do you get for sneak attack?
The sneak attack is a special thing, right?
Yeah, I know. What is it?
Wait.
Time out.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sneak attack.
Okay,
Deal
what is it?
extra damage if target has
Yeah, but how much damage?
um.
Oh, 2d6 at level
2d6.
3.
Yeah.
So, but you're level 4, right?
Yeah.
Is that 3d6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so, right. So 6?
6. 3. 9.
Yeah, and another one. 14?
14.
14, for 14 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you, alright, back on. Okay, so you swing Rat Killer
Yeah.
at the anonymous bandit.
Yeah.
You swing it like right at his stupid bloody nose,
Yeah.
and you cut the top half of his head off. It's
Yeah.
really gruesome. It's like when you first put a spoon
Yeah.
into a chicken pot pie,
Yeah.
and it's too hot,
Yeah.
and you cut the top off, and all this like stuff bubbles out.
Yeah.
So his brains like bubble out, and he falls dead. Congratulations.
Cool.
To the ground. Now the guy behind him is really pissed though.
Yeah.
You still have an extra action, so-called cunning action, because you're a rogue.
Yeah. So I'm going to walk next to this guy and use my red
Oh, you
color.
can't get over there from where you are.
Why?
Because you're on the other side of the alley, and it's a very thin alley, and everybody's blocked in here.
Okay, fine. I'm going to use my arrow to shoot
Oh, hey,
him.
good thinking. Yeah, good
Yeah.
thinking.
To shoot him.
All right, so you, you can't. You already had your action. I mean, you still have your
Oh,
cunning
right,
action. You
right,
can like hide or dash.
Okay.
You know.
Fine. I'm going to hide.
You might be able to dash around the corner here.
Oh, okay, fine. Let me dash.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If you use your dash action,
Yeah.
we'll say you get this far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But then that's your turn.
Okay.
Okay, Ziling, from where she is, she still can use her ranged weapon to fire at the remaining bandit, and she says, "Take this, you stupid head!" But she distracted herself. She rolled a 4, and she missed. So then it goes whizzing by his by his head, and he goes, "What?" I don't know. That's all I have.
Okay, and then it's Van's turn.
Van Hammer. Yeah, Van Hammer.
Okay, Van. I want you. Van is trying to hit this guy. Still trying to hit.
It's gonna hit this guy. Yeah. So
Right.
roll the 1d20.
1d20.
Yeah, the big one, the 20. Did I take it? Oh, I took
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
Okay. 14.
For 14 plus, actually, he's got a plus. Let me check his. His is +4. No, +6. Wow,
Okay.
+6. So yeah, +6, 20. Well exceeds that guy's, and yeah, in Van Hammer, like actually, he very gently nudges the elephant out of the way,
Yeah.
and squares off with the remaining bandit.
Yeah.
And he like literally like takes time to plant his feet and stuff. And the bandit's watching him like, what the fuck? I've never seen a dude fight like this. He's like planting his feet in a like very exacting manner and like checking his weight of the hammer and stuff.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
the bandit's just just like watching him do this. He raises the hammer back like over his head as far as he can, even though his head's pretty short. He's a dwarf.
Yeah.
He raises it over his head as far as he can, brings it down smack on top of the other bandit's head, which makes an awful like popping noise, like a coconut when you break it open. It's like a pop, like this, and like the guy's like head just literally explodes, and he falls forward, and the elephant runs up and starts biting him a little bit, anyways, just because he's really aggro. It's an aggro little elephant. And Zealand goes, "Yay, we did a thing!"
All right. So
Congratulations.
we all walk into the store, right?
Wait, well, hold on. You guys got to clean the blood off yourselves here.
Oh.
And I gotta make sure you got the right numbers. Don't let me rip you off. It's 35 XP.
35.
Times 2. So 70 XP. 2 bandits.
7 XP.
70.
Oh, okay. 48. Wait. The number is wrong.
I don't know why one of these bandits looks like a skeleton and the other one looks like an Indian.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you going to like do anything or just leave their bodies here?
Just leave a body.
You're not
there.
going to check them or anything?
Oh yeah, the good idea. You know what?
I mean,
let's
you might as
check.
well you killed them.
Right. Let's check what do they have in their body.
After spending a while digging through both of their bodies,
Yeah.
you realize that both of them don't really have a whole lot of valuables on them, and it kind of explains maybe why they were bandits. I mean, come to think of it, bandits probably need money, and that's why they don't have any money in their pockets. They do have a little bit. You find 9 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So
9 gold pieces.
9 gold
Good.
pieces.
Hey, 9 gold pieces. I lost 10.
Yeah, that's coincidence, huh?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
okay.
coincidental, huh?
Yeah.
That's like enough for what, like overnight, and what's left maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
One of them has 9 gold pieces, and you're trying to look at his face to see if he seems familiar, but he doesn't. You can't tell because last night you guys were all wigged out when you came into this town. So you do find among them, and you don't find a whole lot of valuable shit, but you do find 9 gold pieces. You find a rope.
Okay.
It's about 30 feet of rope.
30 feet. Okay.
Yeah. And you find a small bottle with a green liquid in it. You can't tell what it does. You smell it, but it doesn't smell familiar.
Green? What's it?
Some green liquid inside it, yeah.
Liquid.
Yeah, it smells like mossy or something like that. It's not.
Okay.
It's not appealing, and it doesn't remind you of anything you've smelled. You've smelled before.
Mm.
I mean, not any potions you've smelled before. Like it smells like a swamp or something like that. Like dirty water. You know that dirty water swampy smell.
It could be the thing I want to find. It's
Right.
green.
And what about these bodies? You're just gonna leave them here, or what's the deal?
The body.
I really normally shouldn't be asking, but
Well, I'm just going to leave there.
okay.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
I will hang in the wall. In the wall.
Hang on the wall?
Forget it. I'm gonna hang on a tree to let people know I'm not easy.
Where?
Um,
Exactly what are you guys doing?
Okay, I will move the body and hang some of a tree in front of church.
You really want to do this?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Are you sure you really want to do this?
Yes.
Okay. You guys drag. I swear I'm going to replace Van Hammer with someone better suited to you. I think, because he's a little conflicted about it, but fine. You guys take the two banded bodies
Yeah.
and you drag them through the street?
Yeah.
Where are you
How
dragging
about
them
the church?
to? You're going to drag them up to the church?
Yes. And then hang on the church.
And you
the
start
tree in front
dragging.
of the church.
Oh God. Okay. What happens to players when they play this game? All right, you guys start dragging the two
Body.
bodies
And
up
hang,
the street,
hang on the
up
tree.
the street to the church. Okay, while you're doing this, a few of the villagers
Yeah.
are watching
Yeah.
as you do this, and they're really shocked. They're like, I'm assuming you guys just tie a rope around them, maybe just drag them through the street,
Yeah.
and you're leaving a trail of blood
Yeah.
through the street. Okay, sure.
And hang it on the tree.
Okay, and you go make your way up to the cemetery, and you find as you suspected from your view from the room and from other parts of the town that it is indeed the local cemetery. It looks in a state of disrepair. Many of the tombstones are broken down and shit like that, right? So it doesn't. It's all covered in weeds and stuff. Even the church doesn't look to be in a good state of repair. The doors are open, are like half open. They're old and broken. There's weeds growing everywhere, and it's dark. There's you can see birds have roosted in the belfry, so-called. They call it, where the bell goes, right? And you guys drag the bodies over there and begin stringing them up to a tree, I suppose?
Yes.
Okay. As you do this, a guy comes running out.
Okay.
I'm going to use this one. Comes running out of the church up to you guys. He goes, hold on, hold there. You there, what do you think you're doing?
It's not your business. Go away.
Like this is or was at one time was sacred grounds. This is the church. I am Donatello. I am the priest of this church. I'm the abbey of what remains of the good people of Barovia. What business have you here? And he looks like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he looks like that.
Yeah.
He has the traditional religious garb.
Yeah.
He's alone, but he's carrying a small staff and balding head, graying hair, the traditional large Romanesque features that are common to the people of this area. He does look to have a sincere look of concern. A few other villagers also have gathered. A couple of the regular villagers, they're not spooky like this, like they look, have also kind of milling about, and they also seem a bit concerned as to exactly what the fuck you are doing. But none of them actually say that. However, Donatello does look, at least want to know why you're stringing up bodies. He says, by what right, what reason have you to undertake this abomination on this?
Oh, you know what?
What
I don't
little
know.
Holy ground is left
Well, I don't
in
know
this
your
dark land
religion,
of
but I don't know your religion, but from the place I come from, if you hand the dead people on the tree, they will have a wonderful life, next life. So
next
that's
lifetime.
Yes.
And,
so that's why we do it.
And a few of the villagers start whispering, whispering with each other, and Donatello looks concerned. He says, I've never heard of such strange customs. Perhaps in the lands far to the south I have heard there are uncivilized places, but I assure you, dead bodies left in the open in this land have a tendency to become a problem.
What's the problem?
Oh, let's just say they don't always stay dead.
Oh, I see.
He says if you really wish to dispose of these bodies, I suggest that you come back later this evening as the sun sets, which is the proper time for a burial, and we will give them a proper resting.
What if
You,
I
you
cut?
can leave them here. You can leave them here for the moment.
What if
and,
I cut off their head?
I don't wait. That might work.
Okay, all right. And I whisper to Ben, hey, let's do that tonight.
Let's do what tonight?
Cut their head off.
Well, he said that you can bury them. You can bring them back and bury them tonight, if you want, and give them a proper burial.
Well, that's a lot of work, though. I'm just a visitor.
Well, you can leave them here until then.
Yeah,
we can-
I'm gonna leave them there. You handle.
Okay. Well, he seems reluctant
Okay.
to handle these bodies.
Okay.
So instead, he walks off towards the church, indicating to you to follow
Oh,
and
okay.
to bring the bodies with.
Well, I really run out of time. I'm supposed to meet this guy. His name.
Oh, it's still
is
early.
Mark.
It's still early. It's like 10
Oh,
a.m.
fine. Let's do it.
So you drag the bodies.
Yeah, drag
you
body,
drag the bodies with the rope. They're tied to a
Yeah.
rope.
Yeah.
You drag He holds open the doors to the church. He seems a
Yeah.
little concerned.
Yeah.
This probably has never happened before. We should have a little rope to tie these bodies. All right. And you and Van Hammer, not Zeeling, she won't do this. She's a monk.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna have to get you some other party members who are all just straight up evil. All right. So you guys drag the bodies into. He holds open the doors to the church as you bring drag the two bodies in, right?
Yeah.
A dragging, like just trailing blood the whole time. Need the trailing blood the whole time. Donovich, as I said, he seems concerned. Of course, this doesn't really seem to be the kind of thing that happens often around here. You guys open the doors and you are dismayed by the disarray of the inside of this church. There are pews, but they're like shattered, the big long seating, long wooden pews that are, some of them are broken. They're all like strewn about. There's dust and cobwebs and some crap and dirt on the floor. It's about a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall, and it's mostly dark. In the far end of it, there is a podium where the priest usually stands at the altar. There's no one else in there, but there is some light falling on the altar. It's about the only place in the room that seems like it might be sort of clean and somehow used. There's 4 doors on each side of the room.
Yeah.
You also hear as you're he walks up to the front of the chapel where the altar is, and he kicks some debris out of the way, and he indicates to you to please lay the bodies out here. As you're dragging the bodies across the floor of the church, more than once, the first time you didn't think you really heard it, but the second time it's clear that you actually heard a muffled screaming, someone go, ah, ah. It seems to be coming from somewhere in the church, perhaps below or something like that. Donatello seems to bear it no mind, as if maybe he's just used to this. Like you get used to noises in your house or something. He doesn't even seem to notice this screaming. You lay out the bodies, and Van Hammer also gives you a concerned look about what that noise is. And then the screen slowly, your vision slowly fades out, And some text comes up on the screen that says, "We will return shortly after these messages from our sponsors."
Interesting.
Yes. That last bit didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 2 dead bodies of bandits in there. In the church, you've just met Donatello, who runs the church, and you guys are in there. You've heard some mysterious screaming. It's about 11 a.m. You don't need to meet Ismark for a few more hours, and we're going to break for I think about 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So we break for 30 minutes now, and replay traffic will just be able to click to the next video or whatever. Real live traffic, you can we'll just come back,
Okay.
and we'll be back in
Part 2.
30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for tuning in. Say thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning
Don't
in.
move yet. We're still live. She's still learning. Forget her.